Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Tom Mizzle. You're watching my channel, Mizzle 14, and I'm back, y'all. Did y'all miss me on doing Ambitious Review? Yes, I have done the whole first half of season 1 Ambitions on my channel. So if you haven't, please stop watching this, go back to my playlist and check Ambitions and watch my whole first half of the season, because it was 11 episodes the first part of season 1, and now it's a mid-season finale. Now it's a continuation. So here go the continuation of season 1, or you can say season 2, how you want to, however floats your boat. But I will label this episode as season 1, episode 12, because it was 11 episodes last first half. Alright, it's continuation. What happened? I mean, I'm trying to fill in some things. I'm trying to make this video so long, but I'm trying to fill in some things if y'all miss what happened last season. Alright, so let me start off with Bella. Alright. You know, Bella's son got kidnapped, Joaquin, while she was having sex with Ignacio. Yes, she was having sex with Ignacio, and he was part of the plan of what happened, because his plan was to get Bella to drop her guard and everything, and get her so into him that he would have sex with her. And while he had sex with her, the person who was behind it, that thing who run the whole operation, came and got the boy. Joaquin didn't scream, no nothing. He was sleeping. So it was like that. And then after that happened, the next day, the morning time, Ignacio, she was texting Ignacio. He said he had to leave or stuff like that. So she was all giggly around. She's like, so she went to Ignacio. She went to Joaquin's room and said, "Joaquin, get up," so like that. He's not there. So she's thinking that he's playing hide and seek. And I said, "Oh, baby, he's not playing hide and seek. He's gone. He's gone out that house." So he played hide and seek. He not responding. He said, if you don't come out and say nothing, I'm not playing with you. You're going to get in trouble. He wasn't saying nothing. He wasn't saying nothing. After a while, she got worried. So worried. And then she called, or she texted Evan. Evan is the baby's father. That's the mayor, who's Stephanie's husband. So you know how the interconnection, the storyline. So I'm thinking, so who could do it? Who could have done it? Who could have done it? Evan came to the house and they talked. Evan said this thing. I was thinking maybe Roderick did it, and because you know Roderick got burned by them, they double crossed her. So, but she said he is hurt that we double crossed him, and he sent me a cake that said "whore" on it, well, Foster, but he would not do that to Joaquin because he liked Joaquin. So Evan turned around and blamed that maybe Bella was behind the kidnapping. Now, I see a lot of TV shows, and I see a lot of stuff like that, reality, all that stuff. Stories of that the parent is behind their own child or own family member kidnapping is not far-fetched. But I don't think Bella would do that. Bella would not do that so much, especially she have a son by the mayor that would stage her own kidnapping to get him to whatever she wants. It's like that. So I would think Bella would do that. So he was out of line for saying that. Even though it's not far-fetched, and we have seen this happening, that people stage their own robbery, their own killing, their own murders and stuff like that, and trying to play it as sad widow or sad mother or sad, well, knowing they was behind all this. So they pay actresses. So yeah, I watch a lot of crime shows and stuff like to know that this is possibility. But in this case, I don't think Bella would have done that. It's like that. So he said, "I apologize. I'm sorry. I should not say that." So she said, what about you? You probably had done that and all that stuff. And they said she got upset. I got upset too. I said, "I know you got some damn words of blaming me of scared about kidnapping my own son and stage my own son and kidnapping for what? For what? You gave me what I wanted. I wanted to freaking to be a famous fashion designer and stuff like that. I had the freaking opportunity. I got the opportunity now. So why I want to do that? For no, I won't do that." So she won't jeopardize all that for kidnap stage her own. She would go to jail for that. So no, she didn't do that. So and I was sitting here. I was saying, have y'all noticed that all this time Inez, who's the Bella's mother, who's there at the restaurants consoling Rondell, have not even get notified about her own grandson? I would say, hold up. You would think her mother would be the first one. Yes, she would call Evan, that's the baby's father. But you would think she would call the mother, because I could have sworn they made up. I mean, yes, Bella and Nas had a little falling out. But I could have sworn she apologized to her mother or made up. So I was like, why she didn't call her mother? I was like, I'm sitting here and I was like, why Inez don't even know about her own grandson that getting kidnapped? Like, I was sure, yes, Rondell would have said, yes, I'm going to find my fine, but your grandson is more important than me. I'm an adult. I can handle myself. Yes. So I was like really shocked and worried why the hell Inez don't even know about her own grandson being kidnapped. So I was like, Bella, you need to call your mother. Why are you not calling your mother? Like, oh, it's like that. So, so he gonna find out what's happening. So later on, Bella got a freaking her best friend. I think Isabel, or they call her Bella too. So I don't know. Isabel came. I think that's her name. I don't know. Her best friend. But remember, her best friend is a little jealous and jealous of freaking Bella. So she's up here. Remember that little spat? Because she was like, oh, you got everything. You got this. You got all this going for you. You got to have this, all that stuff like that. And now and they go for it. She said, oh, whatever I go, you go. All stuff like that. Isabella said, what is all this coming from? So, and I'm thinking, I said, if it wasn't Roderick, because they Roderick got cleared, he was not responsible because he was at a sports event for a whole week. So he was not there. Right? So, if y'all hear music out in the hallway, that's people in the home and my neighbors playing music, and it might show up in my video. So bear with me. I apologize, it's not me. Alright, so he got cleared. So, and then Evan went to Greg Peter's house, and he basically was trying to find out if Greg was responsible for his son kidnapping. So he went over there, put a gun at freaking Greg, thinking that he gonna get killed because I'll talk about a little bit about why he's there. But he mainly was there to find out if his son was there. And when his bodyguard told him that it was nowhere to be found, he left the building. So I said, all right, Greg is cleared. So like that. So I was like thinking, I said, maybe Stephanie was behind this. But I was saying, maybe Stephanie don't even know about the relationship between Bella and Evan yet. And I don't know, because something you can't even pass her. So I still wasn't not like, maybe Stephanie probably know and she's playing it, but she probably don't know. So we don't know that yet. So it could be Stephanie. So I said, who comes in it? So her best friend came and talking to her best friend. I was like, oh my gosh, all that stuff like that. And don't call the cops because the cops want to, well, not call the cops. The person who called, they called Evan and said, we have your son and we want $1 million. I would say that's a large ass sum of money. It's like, how do you know they're not going they haven't killed the boy or they won't go ask for more if you give them that $100 million. So he said, don't get the cops involved. I said, oh, okay. So she was consoling her and she said, what happened? What would happen? How did Joaquin got missing? What you was doing? And Evan asked her that too because she said she probably was sleeping hard. But basically she said she was with Ignacio. And the best friend said, oh, maybe Ignacio do that. She said, no, I don't think Ignacio will do that. I don't Ignacio will do that. He would not do none of that, stuff like that. I said, girl, you will not know. You not know. Because the friend would say Ignacio behind it. I said Ignacio was behind it. But he was working with somebody. He probably didn't planned it, but he was working with someone. So he said maybe he needed the money and stuff like that. Maybe he's behind it. So, but Bella says not true. It's not him, not him. So Evan came home, and she said, what? He said they found the boy dead. The cops found the boy dead that looked like close to Joaquin's age. I said, oh no. So she fell out. Bella fell out. I feel the same way for her. I would feel for that. I was like, wow. So let's next flash forward. We see the end scene. We see Joaquin playing the game. I said, oh, okay, that boy is playing the game. So I was like, oh, keep the boy entertained, right? That boy is still quiet because he would not be. I would have been like, I would be going crazy, but that boy is calm playing a video game. So, and I guess he's young. He don't even know what's going on, but they got to keep him calm. So the guy came, and then the freaking best friend who was at Bella's house was there. He said, what? You kill him? He said, no, he's right here. And she looked, I said, you freaking snake. You was that envious and that jealous of your best friend Bella that you would stage her son getting kidnapped? I was like, ooh, who need a best friend when you got an enemy? Who need enemies when you have a best friend stab you right behind your back, who's right there, could try to console you when at the same time she's behind it? I would say, that's a fakery. I don't like that fakeness. Alright, so let's go on to Marva. Right? So Marva Titus, remember Marva found Titus and Stephanie in a strange predicament. Titus was in his robe, nice body, in the robe, not in the robe, in his towel, while Stephanie opened the door in the hotel room that he was at, and she had a robe on. So she thinking something happened between those two. Come mind you, Titus got upset because news came out that Amara was messing with Damien more than one time that she claimed that she did. So when it came out, he got upset. So he went to the restaurant. Stephanie and was talking about some business, and then took it upstairs. He thought about cheating, but he didn't. Well, Amara and him talking, he said, "Can you let me explain?" She said, "What? You gotta explain to me when I saw you in the room with Stephanie." I was like, "Oh, okay." Nothing happened. And so it's sad. You maybe expect me that you didn't do anything. He said, "Well, the same thing you lied to me." She said, "I don't think I want to be. Don't lie to me." The same thing you was lying to me. You said it was more than one. It was only one time with Damien, and she slapped him. No, said something. She slapped. I think. No, she said something, and then she slapped him, and then she realized and say, "You know what?" She calmed down, and then she said, "Listen, explain." And he explained. He said he's in the room. He went to go take a shower. While he went to go take a shower, because Stephanie took off her clothes and put her in the robe, and then she made you believe that something was happening, and not happening. And how she got in your room? He said, "I invited her in the room." Yes, he did invite her to the room. But she said, "Have you thought about sleeping with her?" He said, "The thought came across my mind." But she said, "I wouldn't have blamed you if you would do anything because what I have done to you." But what made you not have gone along with sleep with Stephanie? He said, "Because I thought about you." And she said, "That's a good man. That's a good man." He thought about, even though you messed him over, he found out this truth that you was sleeping with Damien more than one time. He still didn't cheat. And he said he thought about it, but he did not go because he loved Amara. Doesn't matter what happened, how they got together. Because remember, he was with Stephanie in college. And then Titus got with Amara. And that was Amara and Stephanie was good friends in college. I guess they was best friends, soror sisters, something like that. But Amara got was Titus and basically took, I guess in Stephanie's eyes, took Titus away from her. And now Titus and Amara got married because apparently Amara had her pregnant, and I guess it was a trap. In some way, in Stephanie's eyes, it was a trapment to get him to marry him, and then she lost the baby, so all that stuff. And 25 years later, they're still together. So I could have been more than that losing that baby that would have trapped him. Like he really probably did love Amara. He said he loved Stephanie, but not to an extent that he had in love with Amara. So that was good. She said, "Titus, I would never love anybody better than I love you. So you only man I have ever been loved." So I said, "Okay, that's cool. I guess they gonna work it out." They still baby steps. But they gonna work it out. So later on, Marvin got a call from Karen to go to that. Cause remember Daphne? Daphne was the person who do a dominatrix type with bond S&M bondage with Evan. I said Evan got so many crazy activities. So I remember Evan was supposed to go see Daphne, but Daphne was knocked down in bed, and he thought something happened. So he said, my DNA can't be around here." He was touching stuff like that. He got out. So that Evan found out that Daphne is still alive, and they got her just a nick of time before she died. Because if it was any second later, basically Daphne would have been dead. So we find out that Daphne was choked out in a car, put in a room, and make it seem like it was thing. And then they took her to the hospital. And then we see a nurse who come to find out was Natasha, who will try to freaking drug and kill Daphne again. But it didn't happen. Will try to attempt to kill her. She didn't attempt it. She failed the first time, so she's trying to do it again. But Marva stepped in. I said, "Oh, okay." Marva stepped in and was saying, "Daphne, no, stuff like that. If you cooperate with her, we give you protection, get you out and stuff like that. Help us." But when the nurse came in, she said, actually another nurse said she was coming to check the vitals. She said, "I'm the only nurse." So Marva called FBI agents to monitor Daphne's room. Evan came to check on Daphne, all that stuff. She told Evan that it was a woman that would try to kill her twice, and to find out it was actually Natasha. So that was that. So that's why. All right. So that's that. So Mara came back home and she saw the refrigerator open. I said, "Ooh, who's in the house?" So the refrigerator open. She saw heard some noise. She took a knife and about to go stand by the wall until she saw her daughter Deja came down the stairs. I said, "Ooh, put that knife down, girl. You almost got stabbed." So Deja home, and they said, "What you doing home?" She said, "I didn't feel like driving." She said, "We went to school." She said, "Well, I ain't going back to school. I quit school." I said, "Oh my girl, what's the reason why you quit school, girl?" Because I said, "I know Mama and Ty spent all that money for you going to school, for you to quit like that." I would have slapped her right there. I slapped her. I said, "What?" I was like, "Whatever." So she sat there and explained the situation. It was a basic teenager type of thing. Think that the whole world will end when they get breaking up. She was with that boyfriend. Remember that white boyfriend that she was dealing with, and they was going to a rave party or something like that. All that stuff. He broke up with her, blocked her from social media, took all the pictures down and stuff. People laughing at her, knowing that she got broken up by the guy, Rockster, whatever his name is, Raster. I said, "Girl, it's not the end of the world. You can find another man." After that, like the guy, like she thinking that this is like the end of it. So she quit school because of the guy who broke up with her, and she felt embarrassed and humiliated. I said, "You better be embarrassed and humiliated because I ain't spending all that money for you to quit out of school for some damn boy." So Titus and Marvel was both on the same page. She said, "You going back to school. You going to stay here for a couple of days, and then you going back to school." And she said, "I can't believe we get this." I said, "Girl, shut up. Shut up. Like, you mean just quit school for that?" I would, no. If you go quit school, you better get out of my house and go somewhere else because you is not doing that for my money. Now, I ain't spend all that money for you to quit school because some boy broke up with you. It's other boys in the freaking campus. Get somebody else. Sure, he not losing sleep over you, so don't lose sleep over him. That was that. Alright, so let's go with the Rondell. Because remember, Rondell and Evan are brothers and sisters, and their father got executed, got basically killed. Outside, we don't know who was part of it, but I believe we find out that it was somewhere Natasha probably had done it, and she did it because Greg, who was her cousin, failed to get the English Rose deal signed, and that's what Stephanie was trying to get Rondell to sign so badly, because she knew that if it wasn't getting signed, that something was going to happen to the family. So. But it didn't get signed, so something happened. So Rondell is crying. She's pissed off on stuff. Cops is questioning her. She said, "Now, I know who had did it. Greg Peters killed my father. You got to do all that stuff." So Evan came. They hugged it out, all that stuff. And then Councilman Hamilton came and checked up on Rondell. She said, "Good. Thank you for coming and checking on me," and stuff like that. He said he apologized because he went off the board, the rocket of that she was about silent, and he understand that it was her restaurant and she hadn't done whatever she needed to do, so he went overreacted, all that stuff. So he apologized. That was good. Stephanie came, and they sit down and talk, and Rhonda basically blamed Stephanie. She said, "Because of you, my father is dead and everything," and she blamed Greg Peters for doing it, all that stuff. She said, "If it wasn't for you, he would not." He would still be alive. So get out. Because Stephanie said, "I would never have done it. I would never do that." She said, "Get out." I said, "Stephanie, you better get out. She is not playing with you. You better get out." So get out. So Inez was looking at the shotgun. That's a shotgun her father always have. And they said it was been clean, but he said you never know when he had to use it. So she was looking at cleaning it, and Marva came in. She said to Rondell, "This is not the way to go. Going to jail is not for you. And going to jail is not the answer." So got her down and said, "I'm going to make sure and everything do it," because Rondell told Marva that Greg is behind this. She's so set that it's Greg because the deal that had to be signed. So she's killing herself. She said, "What if I signed it? If I would have signed the paper when my father would still be alive?" Like she bracking her brain or stuff like that. If I would have signed the deal when I would have went over there and when I would have just did it when he still be alive. So she still so she couldn't do it. Now she's killing herself. So she feel like, "Dad, I did sign the deal that Greg had my father killed." She's so dead set it was Greg. So it said do that. So later on, Councilman Hamilton came back to check up on Rondell because she was sweeping and then she saw the chess piece. It was crying. And I said, "What's going on? What's going on?" I was like, Inez and Rondell apologized. They made up because Inez was kind of upset, but she realized, she said, "You know what? Don't worry about that. I understand you had to carry the whole weight in the neighborhood on your shoulder, the restaurant stuff. It was your restaurant stuff. And I know you was looking out for us and everything, so you thought it was best at the time to do it. So I'm not I'm not mad at you. I said, after all this time, and I'm still thinking, I said, why the hell Bella didn't call her mother? Like, I'm still sitting here doing a whole episode. I said, why Inez didn't know about her grandson yet? So I was like, okay. So she's still at the restaurant making sure Mondale's good. So Mondale said, what's going on? What Inez said, you better tell me because you know I'm going to keep going nagging you. Basically, it was an interview that asking Councilman when he could be running for mayor. And he's thinking about it and stuff like that. And he said it was just an interview. But she said, I can't believe you come here trying to act like you concerned for my father. When you trying to go run against my own brother? Get out. Get out. And I said, oh, girl. Oh, you shouldn't have said nothing like that. But, you know, Mondale would not let it go until she find out what the hell what Inez was talking about. So, I guess he told the truth. And the truth got him kicked out. So, I was like, oh. I said, yeah, that was bad. That was bad timing to tell her that about running against her own brother. She is very vulnerable right now, her freaking emotions. So that was that. All right, so Stephanie and Evan was talking. Evan did a speech. Greg saw the speech. He was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? What my cousin did? Because I know he was thinking that. He said, what the hell my cousin did? So Evan did a speech. Stephanie would say, listen, you two emotionally involved with this. You two invested. You need to get to let a professional handle it. Everything. He said, I'm going to handle it. You think I can't handle that? She said, you too emotionally invested into this. So you don't want to make a mistake. He said, no, I'm going to find out my justice for my father killer. I said, okay, you better do that. That's why he went to Greg Peters' house. Cause mind you, no, he go to the house to scare him with a gun. But Greg said, what are you coming with the gun and everything? You think I have all that stuff? Why would I have all that heat on me? But his real reason with the going there is to find out his son was there. So when he found out his son was there, he left. That's why he left. That's why he was at the house. So Stephanie came to see Greg. He wasn't there, so Natasha was there. And Natasha said, don't go anywhere. Stay here, boo. Stay here. Talk to us. And they was going back and forth. Back. I said, oh, this little piece, black a piece that my cousin was going on. He still do that thing with his tongue. I said, oh, good. What you know about that? And it was all that stuff, bouncing back and forth. Greg came. He said, somebody told me you was here. I said, and stopped Natasha out. And he said, you's no fun, everything. So Stephanie said, Greg told Stephanie, he said, I did not do it. I did not do it at all. Trust me, I will not have done that to your father. She said, well, your cousin had done it. He said, don't go near my cousin. You don't want to go near her. Let me handle her. And she said, don't worry about me. Because the last thing you need to worry about is me. So she walked out. And Greg and Natasha had little words back and forth. And Natasha said, oh, cousin, please. I got to handle what I didn't handle. I'm going to continue doing it. I failed with that Daphne test because I was trying to get her twice. She said, after maybe if I successfully go kill Daphne, then I could go next to Stephanie. He said, if you ever really trust Stephanie, you have to deal with me. I said, ooh. I said, I hear that. I hear that. But, that was it, y'all. That was Ambitions. Tell me how y'all feel. If y'all saw this episode, tell me y'all thoughts and comments and everything. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Also share my videos when you get a chance. And I'll talk to y'all later. Alright? Peace.